Hello everyone, today my guest is Rafal Gelner, who is co-founder of Zetli, sports platform. So, hi Rafal, thanks for being here with us today.
Hey Pawel, hi, it's very nice to meet you. Thank you for having me here.
So the first question I have is what the Zetli is. So tell me more about how you want to approach the market and what this business is and yeah.
Okay, so Zetli is the all-in-one tokenization and basically a fun engagement platform for clubs, federations and funds that creates unique ecosystem of a marketplace for club tokens, NFTs, sports memorabilia and digital wallet in one place. And our aim is to help sports clubs basically build a stronger relationships with funds and organizations altogether.
Okay, so it's all about fans in sports because at the end, without fans, we have like just people chasing them each other with the ball on the court.
That's true.
So, how you want to approach them? Because the success of each and every federation, sport or club are people behind, and approaching them in such a competitive market is not an easy thing. So, what is your plan to do so?
Yes, I agree. And basically, the difficulty comes with the lack of knowledge. And our approach is the first and the foremost, the foundation of it is education. And that's why in a couple months, we plan to launch our incubator program, which helps to accommodate education for basically for sports clubs and fans at the same time. Obviously, it's a very important step to understand the Web3 technology, blockchain, NFTs, and how you can use those tools basically, to accommodate the needs for new revenue streams, new approach for fun engagement. And yeah, so I would say the education is the foundation of the idea, because without this, the technology is just an app that everybody can use. Because in these days, almost everyone can go to OpenSea and mint NFTs and make the collections. But what is important is to know how to use it to build utility, so the fans can be engaged. There's a lots of stuff behind it in terms of the utility, because an example of it, let's say you have this physical item, which is the T-shirt, the club's jersey. So using this technology of NFTs, NFC pin and QR codes, we can create this digital. We can digitalize this physical item, and add to it a utility that this T-shirt, this jersey can be a ticket to a match, and can be an entrance to a VIP arena, can be a discount in the fun shop. Basically, sky's the limit. Obviously, it all depends what kind of utilities clubs can offer to the fans.
Okay, so that's super interesting because very often we can hear about NFT market that the usability of NFTs is like limited, but you provided me a bunch of ideas how it might be used. So, how you are helping clubs to create that? Because just speaking with them is one thing, but they probably are not understanding the space very well, I assume. So if they are not understanding the space very well and how to bring NFTs to the market, in form of collectibles, so are you engaging with the work with a club on the strategic level, or how this looks like?
Of course, this is the major thing. Like I said, this is the foundation. So education, and in terms of education, what is necessary is to show the tools to the clubs and help them to understand how they can use the utility token NFTs with the marketing activities of the clubs, and how can they approach the new ways of fun engagement and new activities in this new digital era. Because basically, everything is going to the digital space, and soon and later is going to the virtual reality and the metaverse. And the metaverse is another interesting thing that the approach in terms of we have our partner from United States, Transmirovniscape, and they have this patented unique technology that they can create a digital twin of almost anything. It's sports arena or sports center or even the shopping center. Basically, what that means that they can scan an inside-outside area, process the data, optimize it, and they create a photorealistic digital twin in the virtual space, when you can, walk with your avatar like you would do in an open game. And obviously, it's not for it might be not for the people from the older generations, but it's definitely for the people from the new generations. And what it does also, the digital twin helps to accommodate people that cannot afford to go to the real arena, or they are not able just to go because, I don't know, they are ill, they are in a hospital, or there's lots of people that are not able to to be on that match, to be on a stadium, to connect with those emotions that with those people around, and what our partner is helping us to do and what they're developing is this digital twin combined with the mobile ER and geolocation, which obviously, and that's another thing for the sports clubs and sports stores, because imagine that you not only can advertise present the advertising space within this metaverse, I would say digital twin more. But they also can approach it in the way that we want to do it in one of our modules, which is away games. So imagine that you have this city game that you can walk around the city, collect the club tokens or even the virtual hot dogs in terms of the mobile AR, collect them, claim them, then go into the real stadium and have this real hot dog or have discount whatsoever. So the sky's the limit, and there are lots of opportunities and possibilities in terms of the metaverse and digital twin.
I love the virtual hot dog idea. I think after eating one, I would still be hungry, but that's
Yes,
but
sure.
that's fine.
Or you can exchange it for the real one. That's
Okay.
the one.
But if I'm ill or something, I can. So.
But then I'm sorry to stop. But then if you are in this sports arena and you can approach the fan shop, and then you can choose from any collectibles, then you can order them, and they will be sent it to your house wherever you live. So you can, and at the same time, when you are in this virtual space, if you are in a real space, in a real area, you are at the same time with your avatar in this virtual space. And let's say if I want to meet with friends that are already there, I know they are there because I can see them and I can engage with them, through this all social possibilities that are available at the moment.
The beautiful thing that I like about what you are doing is the thing that is allowing me to watch the match on the 10,000 kilometers out from here with my VR glasses, sitting on my couch from the first row. This is rare. This is something that you cannot sometimes afford because of how expensive ticket is, and you are sitting like on the coron or the top or something. So that's beautiful thing, and I love that because that is also making tickets more affordable for the people. And like on the stadium, you have 40,000 people
limited space. Yes, exactly.
And with this, you can invite 5 million people to watch the game, not on the flat screen, but in real world. You can touch the players basically. So this is what I like.
And you can engage with the people that are here in the real space at the same time. And obviously the digital twin sports metaverse pilot program, which we launched, and we approached the sports clubs from the whole Europe and Turkey, Africa, obviously, because our focus is to approach as much, sports clubs and federation. Our main partner at the moment is the Basketball Federation. We also have in talks with Czech Basketball Federation. We have the broad networks of connection in Turkey. So this digital world is the part that is absolutely complementary to our platform, and it works in kind of both ways.
Nice. So you touched the topic that I wanted to talk with you as a next question. So traction. You are building this company for a quite amazing amount of time. You have some successes that you would like to share probably, and I would like to hear the things that you are proud the most, what you achieved so far in this business, because it's super competitive space. Sport was always place where the money is and the competition is. So tell us what you achieved
so
far.
basically, everybody looks on the traction that you have the app, you can touch it, you can download it. It's not ready yet, obviously. We start the development for our MVP. But what is important, and what I feel as a success, is that we achieved to build this foundation, which is we have more than 25 partnerships in terms of technology, media, sports club, education. And like I mentioned, this education part and this incubator we want to launch is kind of the most important part, and it's the foundation. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but yeah, that's actually what it is.
Name some of the partners, bring me the names. I know someone in the market. Where I was watching a game of some clubs or people or organizations that you are working with?
Like I mentioned, the major one is the Basketball Federation and National League, which is the huge, and we have the opportunity to reach even more sports clubs in Poland. We are in talks with Volleyball Federation.
Wow.
I mentioned as well the Czech Basketball Federation and Volleyball Federation, the Speedway Federation in Poland. We also in talks with few clubs from South Africa, a few clubs from Turkey. We sent a couple agreements in terms of the digital twin to a couple other clubs. I'm sorry, I just cannot say the name because it's not official yet.
Of course.
So please understand that. But obviously, there is a huge opportunity, and I know that it requires time, and this time has to be in this time we need to focus on this education. I put strong emphasis on this because it's the most important part, and it's the key to have the educated fans and clubs and managers. And obviously, I would say that one of our huge success recently is we partnership with the Johan Cruyff Institute, is the educational the place for that educates the sports managers and the clubs in all Europe and world. So, and like I mentioned, those partnerships help us to have a steady and solid foundation, and that helps accommodate this education and technology needs we will need, further down the line when we're going to expand and grow our project.
And that's super important. Education is always a key. When you have some kind of breakthrough, it's always important to educate organizations, people in business, because they are afraid of the new things. Like in 2000, everyone was afraid about internet.
Sure.
Right now, we have a whole new economy, social media, digital marketing, e-commerce. So I think we are in very similar position right now. We're gonna see a next breakthrough in the metaverse and social and sports space. So at the end of our discussion, I would like you to maybe think about the future. So how do you see the future of sports in the next 10, 20, 15, 5 years? I don't know. Pick the time frame and tell me, what do you see that we're gonna face in the future?
I see.
Are we still gonna be on the stadium or maybe not?
I think I would say the time frame 5-10 years will be like more approachable, and I would say that what we expect that's gonna come before this real metaverse that everybody's talking about and one people afraid and one I love, it is that we're gonna come through the mixed reality. And through the mixed reality, we're going to take this step to this metaverse. But I would say the definition of metaverse for me, it's unlimited virtual spaces. And what we said with the digital twin, imagine that you can connect to this digital stadium with the things that are in the city, let's say the museums and other activities that you can do in the city, and you can connect different stadiums all together, and people can they can travel and visit places and know the culture and everything else, especially sports. And I mean, you ask what about sports, but it corresponds not only to sports, but like I said, as well to tourism, to this kind of stuff, that this technology would help us to achieve, basically. Yeah. And what I see that we're still going to go to the stadiums. And I think the younger generations and their needs, they are changing. There are different habits, different needs of this new generation of fans, and how the sports world's going to look for the next 10 years. It's going to be very interesting. I would say interesting ride, because this. When you're gonna see, now we don't see this mixed reality thing. Maybe in Asia we see those things that pop in from the buildings in the 3D and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna see this more and more and more, and we will make this transition from the mixed reality to this virtual reality. But I would see it more as a digital twin rather than something like the Central Land on Sandbox. But obviously the technology is going very quick, and we see the upgrades in the Unreal Engine 5, and and that brings the more easier approach to build those metaverses. So the question actually for me remains, what's going to be cheaper? Is it going to be cheaper to build this whole metaverse city in Unreal Engine 5, or it will be another way to do it, and how young generation will approach that, and I think they're going to love it.
So the future of sport is combination, the hybrid of traditional sports and metaverse virtual worlds.
Yes, I would say mixed reality, because this metaverse, mixed reality and the digital twin, because the metaverse is kind of, it's a little bit further down the line.
Okay, thank you very much. My guest today was co-founder of Zetli, Rafal Gelner. Thank you, Rafal. Thanks for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, guys. Thank you.